morning, everyone. So my name is Laura Gilbert. I'm coming to you from the Metro West YMCA in Framingham. I'm doing a beginner fitness class this morning with you. I want you to always go at your own pace. If something doesn't feel right, stop what you're doing. If you get pain, stop what you're doing. If it feels very uncomfortable, always stop what you're doing. And it's okay to rest anytime. Watch the video, helps before you do it as well. And you're also welcome to always do everything right here in the chair, okay? So let's start by just kind of warming up, and I hope you're all doing well at home. A breath in. So we're breathing in and breathing out. And we're breathing in and we're breathing out. Let's do 2 more, okay? And reach up higher if you can, but don't feel like you have to reach up high. So you don't always want to copy me exactly. You want to go to your range of motion, where you're comfortable. Breathing in and breath out. Good. We're going to roll our shoulders back. So you want to roll your shoulders back every day because we tend to lean forward a lot. So rolling them back is so good for your shoulders, your whole upper body. Let's do 2 more. Now let's pick the shoulders up, but then really push them down. So sometimes when we get tense, we shrug our shoulders, right? So we want to focus more on the down position than the up. But the shoulders are meant to move up and down. Let's try a couple more. Always breathe. Don't hold your breath. Breath in and breath out. Great. Let's wiggle these fingers. Just wiggle the fingers around. Kind of playing a piano. You can also turn your hands up, right? Palms up. You can mix it up. And one of my favorite ones is make a fist and stretch, fist and stretch, fist and fling. Feels good in the morning. Even my hands feel a little stiff right now. It's about 10 and 9. Good. And try to snap. Now I know you might not be able to make noise, but that's okay. Just give it a try. And let's clap. And I just move my hands a different way. Great. Let's take another one of those breaths in. And also drink water anytime you feel you need it. And breath out. Good, and just turn your head right and left. Breathing easy. And then your head comes back to the front and just nod your chin and then maybe glance at the ceiling. If that's too far up for your neck to glance at the ceiling, look straight ahead at me. Breath in, breath out. One more, your range of comfortable. Great job. One more breath in. And then breath out. Okay, so let's march. So I'm in the chair and we're marching. Marching in the chair. So when you play this at home by yourself, maybe you want to play some music in the background. That might help motivate you a little bit more. So I'm not teaching here today with music. So it's actually kind of good because you can play your own music in the background. Good, so now we're going to extend our legs out. So one leg comes out. I'm trying to get closer to you so you can see me. And one leg goes out. And when you're not trying to straighten your knee, you're just trying to gently take your leg out and in. It's called leg extension. Warms up the top of your thighs. Good, a couple more. Good. And now, if you can have a chair, if you haven't been in a chair, that's fine. But if you can get a chair, I want you to try to stand and sit down. And make sure your chair is not going to slip away. It shouldn't be on a slippery surface, okay? So we're standing and sitting down. Even if it takes you a little bit to get out of your chair and you have to hold on to your chair to get up, and you have to hold on to your chair to get down, still doing that motion up and down from a chair is so good to do every day. And if you're more advanced, hands across your chest and you go fast. So any one of those levels. Maybe you just need one hand on the chair to push up, right? But if that's the case, I would switch hands. Don't always use your right hand if you're right-handed. Right? So it's okay to give yourself a little help if you need it. And it's okay to go back to those leg extensions, extending a leg out. Is bottom of my foot anytime. Good. A few more. Those sit to stands will really warm up the body. Great. Now, just march it out. Now, we're going to stand up if you can, but if you can't stand up, please be in the chair, and you can do the motions in the chair with us, okay? And once in a while, I'll sit in my chair and show you some modifications, okay? So please don't feel like you have to stand the whole time, okay? So if you can, stand up. Great. And if you don't need the chair, just move it out of the way a little bit. Good, and let's march in place. So you use more of your body muscles when you're standing, okay? You use more of the middle muscles, the core, okay? So stomach, waist, right here in the lower back, mid back, and also those hips, okay? So it's harder to do exercise when you stand. So if you can and you want to. Even if you only stand for 5 minutes and you need a break, that's totally fine. But let's do bicep curls. So you can always go slower than the instructor. You can always pick it up faster. Some of you might want to jog, so you might have a higher level of fitness, and you might need to jog a little bit. You also can move around in the space you're in, right? Whether you're marching or jogging, move around in your space. Good, good. Now let's press those arms straight back. So sometimes I'll show you from the side because you can see it better. So just pushing those arms straight back will warm up the back of your arm, your tricep up here. So really push with some force. And again, you can do this in the chair. And I already feel the heart rate going up a little bit. Great, let that go. Let's warm up the top of the shoulders. So we're gonna make a right angle, 90-degree angle with our arms. We're gonna lift our arms and put them down. Lift and put them down. Now, if you can keep moving your feet at the same time, you're working harder. But if it's too much to do these two things at once, you could stand still. Just have fun and move. So we want to try to exercise, especially this portion, cardio, 5 to 7 days a week. Strength training should be 2 to 3 days a week. And every day we can work on our balance, and every day we can stretch. It's always good to have a nice warm-up before you stretch. Good, and let that go. Let's take that breath in again, remember? Breathe in, and breathe out. Good. So now, if your balance is challenged, you can hold on to the back of a chair. You're gonna lift your knees up. So knees come up. How high can you lift them? Okay, so if you're more advanced, don't hold the chair. You wanna get that heart rate even higher, you're more advanced. It's called high knees, and you kind of run, but lift your knee high. So this is beginner fitness, but I like to show the different levels because I like to, let everyone get their level of exercise. So I'm not going to run a lot in the class or jump a lot, but if you're at your level, feel free to do it. Good. And now the opposite of this. Can you bring your heel up towards your glutes? Notice I'm holding on to the chair, right? If you know your balance is not so great, you're going to go slower. You're definitely going to hold the chair, or you could even be behind the chair, right? Good. Or you could have your hand off the chair if you're more advanced. You could be hopping this. Great. Good. Let's find that march in place again. Now see if you can move forward and move back. And of course, in the chair, you're just going to be marching. You can't move forward and move back. But anytime, you can go back to some bicep curls when you move. You can go back to tricep push. It's called tricep push. Good. You can go back to those shoulder raises, called lateral raises. as we're moving forward and back. Great job. I feel that heart rate going up. Good. Take a breath as you move. All right, let's do jumping jacks. And don't be afraid of jumping jacks, okay? So I'm gonna hold my chair. So if my balance is challenged, I'm just gonna take a leg out to the side and bring it back in. Other leg and arm out to the side and bring it back in. So out to the side, in, out to the side, in. The chair could be in front of you, right? Your balance is not challenged. You can let go of the chair and you can push out and in. You can step out, step in, step out, step in, or you can actually jump. Or that's too much. You want to step out, step in, step out, step in. Good job. So modified jumping jack. Maybe your arms don't come over your head. Maybe they just come out this much. But still different move than marching, so it's all good. Your body needs different moves, different exercises day to day to stay strong and healthy. Great, let's march. Good, take that breath. Great, okay, so now what we're gonna do is gonna bring a foot in. So we're gonna step touch. So it's just bringing a foot in. I know you can't see my feet 100%, but you're just bringing the foot in towards the middle. And can you move back and forth in your space? If you're in the chair, you still bring that foot in towards the other foot. Maybe swing your arms. Good. Remember, if you need more, you go faster and make bigger movements. Okay, if you need a higher fitness level, you want to get that heart rate higher and you feel great. If not, if you can't go higher, low is good. Right behind the chair is good. Great. And find that march in place again. All right, try this again. Move forward and move back. Maybe you need that jog. Maybe you don't. Listen to your body. Bicep curls maybe. Good. Tricep, push straight back your arms. Palms are facing the back wall. Push back. What about those shoulders? Make that right angle up and down with your arms. Trying to bring your elbow to shoulder height. If that's too high up, if your shoulder issues, lower is fine. We're having fun, we're breathing. You got your own music in the background. Nice job. Now try those jumping jacks. One foot out to the side. The way I did it earlier was I stepped out, came in, I stepped out, came in. Good. Or you can point the toe out as the arms come out. Right? You can pick it up. You can slow it down. Hold on to a chair. Right? Or you can do jumps, right? Maybe change your arms. Maybe they're not always to the side. Maybe leave them in the front. Good. Maybe you can move this jumping jack forward and back. So when you move forward and back, you're using more muscles, getting our heart rate up. So what we're doing is moving our big muscles for a period of time. That's called aerobic conditioning, getting that heart rate up, getting you feel yourself breathing a little heavier. Good. Find that march in place. Take a breath. And breathe out. One more. Good. I'm going to show you a quick way to get your heart rate up. And you can do this for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. Okay, but if you're not used to it, you start with like 5 seconds. So we'll do it for 5 seconds. It's called fast feet. Can you hear? I'm breathing harder. Working. All right, so we're going to move our feet really fast like a football run. Ready? Go. And hold your chair. And relax. Now that was 5 seconds. 5 seconds. I bet some of you can do 10. Right, some of you can do up to 30, right? Let's try it again, okay? So I'm just moving back and forth here. Just relaxing, getting that heart rate down. It's called recovery. So we're going to do it one more time. You're just moving forward and back here. We're going to do 10 seconds. Try it. Fast feet. I'm holding on if my balance is challenged. I'm going to let go if I don't need that balance. Fast as Hi, welcome back everybody. So we just finished doing fast feet. Remember we did this like 5 seconds and then 10 seconds? Okay, now we're back. So just a little bit of a cool down. Go side to side. We're going to do some strength training, some balance, and some stretch. Remember, you can be in the chair, right? You can be holding on to a chair. You don't have to move your arms. Maybe you can move one at a time. So that first part, that cardio, that warm-up and stretching and mobility, we turned our head side to side, hands, and the cardio portion. You want to do that if you can 5 to 7 days a week, okay? And also the balance and stretch. We're going to go into the strength training, and this should be done 2 to 3 times a week, okay? So what I brought with me today was 2 cans of soup, right? If you don't have weights at home, we'd like you to have the same size so that one arm isn't lifting heavier than the other, okay? But if you can, 2 cans of soup, or if you have some weights at home, now's the time to grab them, okay? But we're going to start standing first, and we're going to do our calves, okay? So the back of our legs, lower part down here, is called your calf, okay? So you stand behind your chair, and we're going to lift our heels up, okay? So stand behind the chair or your counter. You can hold on the kitchen counter and raise your heels up and down. Breathing in and out. Get up as high as you can. Now, if you don't need to hold the chair, then let go, right? Because you're working harder when you're not holding on. But we want people to be safe and hold on anytime needed. Could you hold yourself up there on your toes? That challenges your balance. Could you maybe do some pulsing? That's when you might want to hold on. So the pulsing, what it does is really tighten those calf muscles right through here, right? That pulsing. Try down and up again for 10. 9, let go if you can. 8, breathe in, breathe out. Great job. 5 more. 4 more. Good, and then just move around. Now these muscles do get tight sometimes when you're exercising, so anytime they get so tight they're going to cramp up, that's a cue to stop, okay, and shake them out. Now we're going to do the front of the foot. It's really the front of the ankle, right? And it's so important, and we skip it a lot. So you raise your toes up and you put them down. Raise your toes up and put them down. Now I'm going to turn to the side so that you can see I'm trying not to do that. Okay, I want to try to keep my hips nice and still and toes go up and down. And my toes don't lift very high, but that doesn't matter. Still lifting them with the muscles of the foot and the muscles of the ankle. And that's what matters. Try this one. Try alternating. So lift your right, lift your left, lift your right, lift your left, and maybe you go faster. Don't move your body too much. So alternating toe lifts. Good, and relax. Now lift your right side only. 10, 9, 8, lifting the toes. 7, 6, you're breathing. 5, let go if you don't need to hold on. 3, 2, 1, and try the other side. 10, 9, try not to move your hips. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You should feel that all in the front of the foot and up your ankle. So important. You can do those every day, really, because you're not adding extra weight like dumbbells when you do them. Those can be done every day, and they're good for your balance. So let's do a little balance before we get into the rest of the strength, okay? So just shift your weight into one side.
And you bring up that foot a little bit off the floor, or toes can be on the floor. All right. And see if you can let go of your chair with one arm, maybe both. This is easy for you. Then you need the next level, and that's to bring the foot off the floor. It doesn't matter if it's up 1/4 of an inch, 4 inches. Doesn't matter. And now shift your weight, put that foot down, shift your weight to the other side, bring the other opposite foot on the toes, near counter or chair. Easy, let go. Still easy, let go, both hands. Still easy, foot comes up. Doesn't matter how high. See, I get a little wobbly, right? You want to tighten your belly when you do this. It helps. And if this is hard for you, remember, you can hold on. You can be on your toes. Good. Now just try that, shifting your weight to one side, letting go if you can, or hold down with one hand. Shifting your weight the other side. Now I let go, I'm at my level. But I could do a little more. So I'm going to pick up the foot. Shift my weight, pick up the foot, and shift my weight. So you get used to one leg holding that weight. It builds strength in that leg and works on your balance. Squeeze your belly, squeeze your butt muscles, glutes. Good. So one more each way. Shift. And shift. Great job. And relax. Great. We're going to grab those weights or those cans of soup. And you can sit down to do this, okay? Okay, we're going to do bicep curls. Okay? Or if you want to work harder, you're standing up. Knees bent. Belly in if you're standing up. Everybody belly in, even in the chair. You're standing. Remind yourself, knees bent. Everybody, remember to breathe. So let's talk about it. Let's inhale. Let's exhale. Inhale. Let's exhale. Great job. And relax. Now let's do the back of the arm, the tricep up here, okay? So if you're in the chair, you lean forward. I'm turning to the side so you see better. You lean forward. You pick your elbows up. And then you don't want to look at the camera once you know it. You want to look down at your shoes. And you push your arms straight back. Now, if you want to stand up and do it, what I recommend is one foot forward and one is back. And you push those arms straight back. And then you still look down at your floor. So the goal here is bent arms, straight arms. Let's talk about breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Now the neck tends to get tight here. Chill out your shoulders away from your ears. Loosen your neck. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. Do a couple more. Good, and then relax and roll. Good, so we're going to do the front of your shoulders, okay? So weights or your soup cans are in front, or you can do all this with nothing in your hands. You're going to raise it up and lower it down. So try to only come to shoulder height. See this? I'm not coming up past my shoulder height. That would be here. You don't need to do that. Shoulder height or even halfway up is fine. Okay? And then, of course, standing up is going to be harder, right? Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Knees bent, stomach in, everybody. It's called a front raise. Front of your shoulders and chest. Great, and then relax. We're going to do one more, two more, and this one is for your upper back muscles, very important for your posture, okay? So I'm going to show you in the chair first. Like the tricep one, we lean forward. Now, you also don't want to have collapsed posture, okay? You want to try to have good posture when you start, belly in, and keep that nice straight spine, and your neck should feel like it's in line with the rest of your back. And you pull those elbows up, pinch those shoulder blades, and release. It's called a row. Inhale. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Stand up. I suggest 1 foot forward and 1 back. Do a couple more. Pinch those shoulder blades. Good, and then release. All right, roll it around. Always want to loosen up in between exercises, maybe 30-second break, okay? If it wasn't that hard, wasn't that heavy, 10, 20-second break. All right, now make that L shape with your arms again. It's still called lateral raise, okay? Raise your arms up, shoulder height, and you come back down. Shoulder height, and you come back down. So if you stand up, 1 foot forward, 1 back, shoulder height, and down. Shoulder height, and down. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. This gets hard. So halfway up is good. No weights in your hand is good. Try a couple more. Show in the chair. I want to go halfway up. Oh, because it's getting heavy. I'm going to go all the way up and relax. So you want to be careful. Make sure your neck doesn't get too tight on that. If it does, that's a signal to take a break. Maybe it's too heavy. You don't want to work too heavy, okay? And you also can do what we call head tilts in between. Stretches out your neck. Good. So now we're going to go to your lower body, okay? So no weights. You can do leg extension, okay? So we're going to pick up your right leg and I'm going to extend it out and bring it back in. Now, if you have back trouble, sit all the way back. If you don't, sit forward like I am on the chair. Everybody pull your belly in and out and in. See if you can do 5 more. Now, I'm not resting my foot, but if you need to rest your foot every time, do so, because this can be hard. And it can pull on your back, so it's okay to sit back on your chair. Squeeze your belly, everybody. 2 more. So strength, you want to do anywhere from 8 to 15 of each exercise. Now I just did 10 over here, so that was in between the 8 and 15, so we're going to do 10 over here. Okay, so I'm going to sit nice and tall. If my back's already bugging me, maybe I don't have issues, then I recommend sitting all the way back because it's a lot easier to do. Your leg is more supported on the chair. Forward if you can. Belly in, pick up your left foot, extend it out, 10. Breath. Breathe in. And breathe out. You can also hold your chair. That's nice to do too. Mind you to sit up tall. Inhale and exhale. 5 more. Good, and relax, and you really feel those, okay? Now we're going to go back to those sit-to-stands. We did that in the beginning because it's good for the warm-up, but it's also good for your whole lower body, okay? So remember, if you need to hold the chair, by all means, hold the chair, push yourself up slowly, and then hold your chair if you need to. Give them come back down. If that's the case, you might not do too many, but it's still a great exercise, okay? You can always go back to the leg extensions if you want, and you could alternate that, okay? That would be a great choice. Then you don't have to count so much. You just make sure you finish with your legs even, okay? If you can, stand with me and sit down. See if you can get to the edge of the chair. Now remember, I always don't want your chair to slide away. Stand up and sit down. So if you're advanced, you're here. Really push your bottom into the chair. It's a way to do a squat. We're standing up. Push your bottom into the chair. So if you want to do a squat without the chair, right? Just push your bottom back and stand up. Push your bottom back and stand up. Hands can be wherever you want, right? You could be holding your weight again, making it a little bit harder, right? So 2 cans of soup makes me heavier than without the 2 cans of soup. Right? You could be holding dumbbells. And even in the chair, you could be doing that. You could be sitting, holding some weight, standing. You can feel that in your lower body. Great job. Do a couple more. If you're tired, take a break. Or you're on those leg extensions, right? That was the alternate move. Good, and relax. Good, and relax. Okay, so we're gonna now, that was a lot of quadricep. The squats, leg extension work a lot of the front of the body. The squats work part of the glutes, but still a lot of quads. So we're gonna work your hamstrings. We're gonna stand up, get behind your chair or your counter, okay? And we're gonna really concentrate on our heel and pulling it up really slow towards our glute. So I'm gonna do this left leg facing you, okay? I'm gonna pull it up, squeeze that muscle at hamstring, and put it down. I'm not gonna rest my foot. And pull it up, and put it down. Try to do 10 right now. When you're alone doing this, you can go 8 to 15. Breath in, breath out. 5 more. Standing knees bent. Looks like this from the front. And relax. It takes practice to stand on one leg and not put all your weight into that leg. So you always want to pull your weight away from the standing leg and stand tall. Pull your spine up through the crown of your head, top of your head. All right, so we're going to do that right hamstring, okay, or that other side. Doesn't matter what side, as long as it's the other side. And you're going to squeeze it up and place it down. Squeeze it up and place it down. Remember that whole foot can come down if you need to. I'm just tapping my toes very quickly and squeezing up again, squeezing right here, hamstrings. Good. Show from the front. I'm not leaning too much into the legs. Stand tall. Good. 3 more. Maybe you don't need to hold the chair. Leg curl. That's the name of this. Leg curl. Good. And relax. Shake it up. Good. So we're going to do one more standing. Okay. We're going to do these outer hip muscles. Okay. Really important to hit those outer hip muscles. Okay. So I'm going to start with this leg facing you. Okay. And standing leg is bent. So I'm going to bend my right knee. That's my right knee. And I'm going to push out. Squeeze your buns right now. Squeeze those glutes. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Two more. I'm going to show you from this way. I'll let go if I don't need it. Great. Let's do the other side. I'm going to turn around this time. Pushing out that opposite leg. Just make sure it's the other leg. Squeeze your buns, your glutes, and push. So I'm keeping my foot off the ground when it comes in, but if you need to place it down, please do that. If you can let go of the counter or chair, do that. Show from the side. Good. I'm not leaning like this. Pull your weight up. Core engaged. Good. And relax. Okay. So now we're going to do 2 more exercises. This one's going to be upper body, and then we'll go back to the lower body. And we're going to talk about the core a little bit, and then we'll stretch out. Okay. So I want to bring up push-ups. Push-ups are fantastic for the upper body, just like a squat is fantastic for your lower body, okay? So you want to be able to do push-ups, okay? So if you have a wall at home with a mirror, without a mirror, it's good to have a wall at home to do push-ups, okay? If you're someone that can get on the floor to do push-ups, by all means, you want to pad your knees and get on the floor to do push-ups. So let me show the floor push-up first, and don't come with me if you think it's not your level, okay? But I really want to just show it first, and then we'll get to the wall, okay? Like I said, you always want to pad your knees, okay? So I have my mat. I'm just going to roll it out just a little bit. So the main thing with a push-up, okay, is you want your upper body from your head. I'm going to do knee push-up. You want your upper body to your knees in a straight line, okay? So that means your hips aren't up. I'm going to pull up the shirt so you can see a little bit. That also means that my belly isn't hanging out and my back isn't arched. So you want to be a nice straight spine from your head to your knees. It's a nice straight body. Your hands should be shoulder width or a little bit further apart. And I like feet off the ground, okay? And you just bend your elbows a little and push up. Maybe you can bend them an inch and push up. And when you're doing this, you'd look at the ground, right? Not at the camera. Now, the furthest you'd come down in a push-up is bring your arms to that 90-degree L shape and push back up. Good. And if you want to do them on your toes, if you are advanced, there it is. 1, 2. Great. Now let's go do them on the wall, okay? So I'm going to bring you with me. I'm going to do them on the wall. So we're going to do them right here at the mirror, okay? It's actually good that you have the mirror because you can see from different angles, okay? But the wider your hands go on the push-up, the harder it can be. So you want to, when you go on the wall, you want shoulder width or a little bit wider, and you want your fingertips up, okay? So shoulder width or a little bit wider, fingertips up. You walk your feet a little bit away from the wall, and all you do is bend your elbows. The main thing here is don't hit your nose on the wall, okay? So bend your elbows. Now, you don't want your body like this, right? You don't want your butt up. You need it forward and flat, right? And you just bend the elbows and push away. So with the wall push-up, the further your feet are away from the wall, the harder it is. So if you need it easy, get close to your wall and just push a little. Want it harder, you walk back, right? Now my hips want to go up. I'm going to remind myself to flatten them out, push them forward. Keep your core in. So any way you can do your push-ups would be great. You want to do anywhere from 8 to 15 of those, okay? Just like squats, those are for the whole upper body, where squat is for the whole lower body. So add that to your daily routine. You can tell it makes your heart rate go up too. All right. So now I want to show you one more exercise, and we're going to use the chair again. So if you have a chair, please bring it. If not, I will show you standing. But I recommend a chair for this one. And can you get a pillow? Okay, a small ball if you have one, a squishy ball. But if you're at home, you might not. So a pillow will do. Okay. So what we're going to do is put this in your inner thighs. Again, I'm forward on the chair if I can be, sitting back if I need to for your back. Squeeze the pillow, okay, between the legs. And you're not going to see much movement in me, but I want you to do is squeeze into that pillow or that ball, squeeze your butt at the same time, squeeze your belly in at the same time, and release. I also want you to squeeze in your waist. So tighten up all the muscles in the middle of the body, and that's called, you already know what it is. I know most of you do. It's called the core. So focus. Squeeze glutes, belly, waist, squeeze on the pillow. That gets your inner hip muscles, inner thighs. Now also squeeze up from your pelvic floor. As if you had to go to the bathroom really bad, there's no bathroom around, you'd squeeze, right? And you'd hold that in, right? So men and women, same muscles to hold that urine in, okay? So you want to hold that in. I know people don't want to talk about it, and release. But it's going to help us strengthen those muscles on the pelvic floor. It's so important. It's so much part of your core. Now see if you can go fast. Just go faster. So I'm squeezing the pillow in and out. Trying to remember to squeeze glutes, waist muscles in, belly in, up from the pelvic floor. I'm just trying to remember, trying to squeeze, and then slow it down again. In and out. When you squeeze in, exhale. Breath in, exhale, squeeze. Breath in, exhale, squeeze. Now, keep going with the pillow if it's comfortable. If it's not, take it out. And really just focus on your stomach muscles. Can you squeeze your stomach muscles? Pull in from the front, pull in from the waist, pull up from the bottom pelvic floor. So I'm going to show you that without my pillow. You're not going to see a lot happening, but I'm activating these, squeezing, flexing, pulling in here, pulling up from the bottom. Those glutes are going to squeeze at the same time too. It's all connected. Core activation, core engagement. That's what this is called. It is so important to do this every day. You can do this while watching TV. You can do this standing. Squeeze your core muscles, release. You can have the pillow in there. You can do this standing. Squeeze, release. So that's core engagement. I don't want you to forget that at home. Okay, so do that. All right. So we're going to stretch it out. Okay. So come sit on the chair. And we'll just go all the way back on the chair. Just open up your arms. I like to spread the fingers, bend the wrist, using the back of the chair for the advantage of that, really leaning into it. Remember to breathe. Breath in. Relaxing. It's the whole front of the body. Good. And now coming forward and just round your body. Now you can interlace your fingers. You can drop your head down through your arms. You're just rounding forward, rounding that upper back. And release that. Notice I didn't hold that one very long, okay? Because we want to pull back and open more in the front than rounding forward. Because when we're reading our books or we're on our phone or computers, we tend to be hunched a little bit, right? So we want to do more of the opening of the chest during stretch, okay? So now I'm going to face you. All you got to do is take one arm across, and the free hand, just put it somewhere on your arm. They recommend no pressure on the elbow, and just pull that across. Now your shoulder might be up, so remind yourself to bring it down. Breathing, and this is getting around the back here, around this shoulder, and down this arm. And breathing. So stretching shouldn't hurt either. It shouldn't be major discomfort either. If that's the case, you always want to be able to, let go and be like, oh, why does it hurt so much? Relax, okay? And maybe try it again. Let's do the other side. So bring it across. Remember the free hand somewhere on the arm. You can also pull the wrist. I like it up here too. And pull that across. Some people lock elbows. Great, you get a deeper stretch. Okay, as long as you're not pushing onto the elbow with the hand. Watch that shoulder, right? Drop it down. Oh, it feels so good. All through here. Breathing. Let's stretch the neck out, okay? So we did chest, upper back. Good. Some shoulder. Let's stretch out the neck. So just drop your head to one side and just push that side you're stretching here. So I drop my head to the right, stretching the left. Push that hand down. And that pulls that stretch a little more, pulls that shoulder down. If that's too much, just put your hand back on your leg. Don't let it get too tight. It should be mild discomfort, mild pull. So let's try this together. Keep your head there, but turn your nose to the floor. Oh, it feels good. Back of the neck, right? And breathe, and we're warm, so we can hold our stretches anywhere from 30 to 60 seconds. Bring your nose to the front and head back up. And again, make sure you loosen between these stretches, okay? Don't want to get too tight. Drop your head the other way. Maybe drop that hand down. You can feel that shoulder pull itself down. It gets a deeper stretch. Too much, your hand comes back up here. I'm trying to keep the body straight ahead. The knees and hips straight ahead. Feet straight ahead. Reminding myself to breathe. And now just turn that nose down towards the floor. Should feel a little bit behind your neck, a little bit more. And again, if it doesn't feel great, what you can do is bring your head out of it a little bit, meaning pick your head up a little bit. That'll help not get so deep. And you're holding all these stretches, 30 to 60 seconds. And nose to the front and pick the head up. Great job. And release. Now we're going back of the arm. Okay, so we're just going to try to touch the top of your back. We're going to use that free hand again, right on your tricep, right there. Right, and push it up. So you might only get a little bit of a lift, and that's fine. As long as you feel the stretch through here, maybe through here a little bit. If you don't feel it, push it up a little bit higher. Here's the rule. If you get it comfortable by your head, it's right by my head, and I'm pretty comfortable, then you can pull from the back. And there's some of you out there that is that flexible and that could do that, but don't feel like you have to. You pay attention to your body and breathing. And release. Good. Loosen up in between, especially that upper body. All right, other side. So there we go. Touch the top of your back. That hurts your wrist to do that. Just have your hand here. Free hand on the tricep. Push it up. And again, maybe that's as far as you get. But if you can get it comfortably by your head, then you're allowed to pull from the back. And there's some of you out there that can do this. And there's some of you out there that shouldn't do this. So please pay attention to your body. I'm laughing, but it's not funny. Please pay attention to your body. All right. Now we're going to stretch through the stomach, okay? It's a little hard to stretch through the stomach in the chair, but we can definitely do some. Okay, so what you want to do is just straighten your spine. So we don't want to sit like this, okay? Start to straighten your spine. Start to pull up through your stomach. Pull up through the crown of your head. Just pull up through each vertebrae in the neck, the upper back, just thoracic spine. Pull through that lower back, lumbar. Keep your glutes on the chair. And now if you have no shoulder issues, you can reach up, right? But what I don't want you to do is I don't want you to shrug your shoulders. I really want you to pull yourself up through the spine. Think of lengthening the stomach, right? Because gravity does this. So we want to do the opposite of gravity when we exercise, going up against gravity. Now, if you have shoulder issues, neck issues, and that bothers you, you don't have to have your arms overhead. Keep them overhead if you can. Pulling up. I feel that a lot, even though I'm not reaching overhead. Pulling up through the top of my head. There's a string on my head, and someone's pulling me up. And release. Good. Now let's stretch out your lower back, okay? So we're going to be on the chair. We're going to come forward on the chair, and you're going to rest on your quads. Okay, your thighs, okay, just rest. Drop the weight of your head. Nice time to shake your head no, nod it yes. And just pull that weight of your head down. So the head weighs anywhere from 9 to 10 pounds. Now, if you have no back issues that you know of, if you have back issues, stay here. Don't go any further, okay? But definitely drop the weight of your head. No back issues, you can fold forward more, where you can get your chest on your thighs. Everybody release the weight of the head. Maybe shake it no, maybe nod it yes. Definitely continue to breathe. If it's too much here, walk back up. Put your hands on your thighs. Stretches your lower back, your glutes, part of your upper back. And start to roll up slowly. Good. Now we're going to stretch your hamstrings, okay? So I'm going to back up. All you do is take a foot out straight in front of you, okay? Take a foot straight out in front of you. Toes pulled in. Maybe walk your hand down that leg. And you stop any time that you feel a nice, gentle tug behind your thigh, behind your knee. You don't feel that. You want to go further. You want to grab your toes. You can, but you don't want to come to the point where it's really hurting to hold this. You want a point of where it's comfortable. Feel the stretch. It's comfortable. I can hold it for a minute. I can hold it for 30 seconds. Those are your goals when you're warm. 30 to 60 seconds, each stretch. Try to stretch every day. So bend that knee, send out the other side. So big muscle here, hamstring right behind the thigh, the knee, and it affects your glutes and your lower back. Maybe walking that hand down, paying attention. I feel the pull. I do feel it. But I also know I can go a little deeper and still be comfortable. If you're not comfortable, back it off. Maybe what's nice about this time being at home is that when you exercise, you do have to listen to your body. You're in charge of your body more right now. You're at home, right? Doing exercises virtually. Good time to really listen to your body and feel what's happening. Good, and release. Okay, we're going to stand up. We're going to stretch out our calves and our hip flexors, okay? So we're going to stand up behind your counter, chair, take 1 foot back, push that heel through the floor. You can push into your chair and just stand and breathe. You should feel it right through here. You keep that heel down. Always breathe. And switch sides. And breathe. I don't push the front knee forward, so don't put pressure in that front knee. Putting pressure through the back foot down and into the chair, but not the front knee. Okay, now we're going to do our hip flexors. Very important, especially if we're home sitting more. Remember to get up and move every 20 minutes. So 1 foot forward. Actually, I'm going to switch legs. So 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, and my heel, my back foot has the heel off the ground. Okay, that's how you want your heel on the back. Okay, and you want to move your hips forward and back. Let me change my position. So you want to move your hips forward and back. Get used to moving those hips, even the gentlemen. Good, now push forward and hold. And maybe sink lower. Careful, now that'll get your quad. Stand up if it's too much. Sink lower if you can. Now again, I'm not pushing into that front knee. There's nothing going forward here. It's all this back leg and the hips forward. Maybe down with the back knee. Tremendously. Quads, hip flexors, super important. Breath. And release. Good. Let's do the other side. So 1 foot back, 1 foot forward, back heels off the ground. Get used to moving your hips. So this is a great thing to do before you actually hold a stretch. Just moving your butt, your glutes, forward and back. And then hold it with a push. Again, not pushing on the front knee, not at all. I am pushing my hips, tucking them under. It's called pelvic tilt. Some of you know that. Maybe sinking down. That goes right here. That's too much. Stand back up. But still try to get those hips, those glutes to push forward, tuck under. Feels great. Feels great. We've all been sitting a little bit more, so it feels great. Now, how's your posture up here? Pull back. Anytime you can catch yourself during the day hunching forward, fix your posture is a good time. It will help remind you to sit tall all the time. And release. Great. Have a seat back in your chair. So I do recommend in this portion, if you have a chair, please take it, okay? If you're standing up, that's fine, or maybe sit down on a mat or lay down on a mat, okay? So we're just going to sit back in the chair. Let's just breathe in. Breath in. Breath out. Do a couple more, and I don't care if you breathe in through your nose or in through your mouth or out through your nose or out through your mouth. Do what's comfortable for you. Make sure you're sitting back in your chair and you're comfortable. I'm going to invite you to close your eyes. Have your hands wherever you're comfortable. Try not to hunch forward in those shoulders. Relax all the muscles in your head and your face. Relax all the muscles in your shoulders and your neck. Relax all the muscles down both arms, into your wrists, into your hands. Relax your chest, your upper back, your stomach, your mid back. Relax your lower belly. Relax those glutes. Relax that lower back. Relax your thighs, back of your thighs. Relax your knees. Relax the lower part of your legs, your calves, your shins, into your ankles, right down to your feet, heels, arch, toes. Try to relax your whole body from the top of your head down. Easy breath in. Long breath out. Do one more. Easy breath in. Relaxing breath out. Sitting still each day, reflecting on the positive. Relaxing your mind, relaxing your muscles. Help your body. Mind, body, and spirit. You can open your eyes. Thank you for joining me today. I had a great time. Do this. Remember the cardio, the stretch, the bounce, the warm up every day if you can. Okay? If your body says it needs a break, it needs a break. And the strength portion 2 to 3 times a week. And stay safe. And we miss you at the Metro YMCA. And we'll see you soon. Bye. Take care, everyone. Bye.